Hey guys, what's going on? Corey here from Faucet Drop Productions and bringing you another Thursday episode right here on youtube.com/faucetdrop. On some of our previous videos, I talked about how we made the helmets with the patterns and cutting them out of foam and gluing them together. Well, since then, I've done even more sanding and even more smoothing and even more gap filling. It's never ending seemingly with those helmets. They're super smooth. We got them looking really nice. I think they're almost ready for the next step, and that's actually placing the visor onto the helmet. So that'll be in the next couple of videos, hopefully sooner than later. It's a lot more complicated and difficult to make helmets, but with Super Sentai it has to be helmets. And I know we could have probably changed things around to make a mask, but helmets are better than masks anyway. We all wear masks. With a mask you'd be a superhero, but with a helmet you're Super Sentai. But we did finish all three henshin devices. So again, if you don't know, henshin devices are the transforming devices, aka Power Ranger Morphers. Now this isn't technically a tutorial of how to make these henshin devices for Edenville, and to be completely honest with you, I just had to make up a lot of stuff as I went. I got really lucky in a lot of cases, but for the most part I had a lot of it already kind of pre-figured out in my mind months ago. I just never got around to doing it until now. So it all actually started with a cheap plastic vacuum formed shell. In the previous video we had to paint it, and I decided that this shouldn't look fancy and pretty and pristine. It should look old, and it's from an ancient time. So we tried to make it look like it was made of rock or stone. For the purpose of saving a ton of time, we're only going to show how I made the one blue one. The red and yellows were made the exact same way. I drilled out the holes where I wanted the henshin device to light up and glow, so I should have taken the easy way out and just done it in CGI in post, but it was in my mind that it had to work, so I made it work. I knew I couldn't have the holes just completely exposed, so I was looking for something that had color, it was transparent, and very cheap, and very easy to work with. Lots of emphasis on the cheap. So I thought in my mind over and over, well, there's the lighting gels, and sometimes lighting gels can get expensive, but you know what's really cheap is those little folder dividers that they sell at the dollar store. So without any hesitation whatsoever, I grabbed them because yes, we had red, yellow, and blue. I was done for $1. All I did was simply make a pattern for the size that I needed. I cut it out, hot glued it in. Next up was the lights. I absolutely suck at wiring. I don't know anything about electronics. It's really sad that we live in 2019 and I don't know how to wire anything at all. So if something happens in my house, like, I've just got to fork over money because I don't know how to do it. But what is really cool is at the dollar store they sell these little lights that take a 2 AA batteries and a battery pack that's already built in. There's 10 LED lights so they never get hot. And I was like, how can I incorporate this into what I'm doing? And luckily for me, again, things just fell into place and the battery pack fit perfectly on the inside of the henshin device. After that, it was just up to me to hot glue the lights into place. I didn't want to put the lights directly under the hole because then you could really see the light shining and it looks like there's a light bulb in there. So I put the lights in between each of the holes, which worked out great because I would have been a couple of lights short anyway. But there was one small problem with these folder dividers, and that was that it's too transparent. So I actually took a piece of sandpaper and just kind of sanded one side of the plastic, which in turn helps diffuse the light and spread it out more evenly. After that, I realized that the light wasn't diffused quite enough and it was still shining more off on the inside of the henshin device rather than out of the top. So I was like, well, I'm just going to get craft foam. That's pretty cheap, which is good because I had like $3 in my wallet that day, so it worked out perfect. I didn't get gas. I had to borrow money for gas, but I got the foam. I hot glued it on top of the lights. So now the lights are sandwiched between the outside shell of the henshin device and the foam. Then I proceeded to paint everything black that would be showing or could barely be seen, sticking out from any nook and cranny, crevice, whatever you want to call it. Make it look a little more refined. As Edenville advances, you'll start to see more and more about casting calls. You'll start to see updates on props, costumes. Let us know in the comments what you think about the henshin devices / morphers. I mean, do you like the way they look? Do they look like crap to you? Every single Thursday we're releasing brand new episodes right here on youtube.com/faucetdrop, and every Thursday we get more subscribers, more followers, and slowly our channel is growing, which is awesome. Slowly but surely our channel is growing, and as we grow as a channel, we want to invite you guys to come along and grow with us. And the best way to do that is to like, share, comment, subscribe. You really have no idea how much that helps our channel. But yeah, I don't know how well you can see that, but yeah, just they turn on and off, which is just so cool. I made something that works.